Hey folks, tonight we're diving into a topic that's more explosive than a Michael Bay film. The delicate balance of power between a nation's people and its military. It's like trying to balance a bowling ball on a feather, tricky but crucial. Why should we care? Because when this balance goes out of whack, bad things happen. Imagine a seesaw with the military on one side and the people on the other. If the military gets too heavy, it slams down, crushing democracy and individual rights under its jackboots. Military power is like a really spicy chili, great in small doses, but too much can leave you sweating and questioning your life choices. A strong military is essential for any nation's security, but it needs to be kept in check. That's where the people come in. History is littered with examples of what happens when the military muscles its way into the driver's seat. Remember that time in 1973 when a certain Augusto Pinochet decided Chile needed a regime change? Let's just say it wasn't exactly a democratic picnic. From ancient Rome to modern-day Sudan, military coups have a nasty habit of turning countries upside down. Suddenly, your elected officials are out of a job, replaced by guys with more medals than a Girl Scout cookie champion. Freedom of speech, more like freedom to shut up. These power grabs often lead to instability, human rights abuses, and a whole lot of international side-eye. It's like watching your neighbor try to parallel park a tank, messy, destructive, and likely to end badly. So, how do we prevent this military mayhem? Enter civilian control of the military. It's the political equivalent of putting a leash on a Rottweiler. You still love and respect the dog, but you're not letting it run wild and chew on the Constitution. In a democracy, it's the elected leaders, the folks you can actually vote out if they mess up, who call the shots on military matters. Think of it as a giant game of Simon Says, where the military is Simon and the people through their elected representatives are calling the plays. This doesn't mean disrespecting the troops or treating them like glorified mall cops. It's about ensuring that the immense power they wield is used responsibly and with the consent of the governed. Now, you might be thinking, is this really a thing we need to worry about today? Well, yes and no. Many democratic countries have strong systems in place to keep the military in check, but like a cheap suit, there are always seams that can rip. Take the United States, for example. They have a long tradition of civilian control, but recent years have seen some worrying trends like increased military spending and a blurring of the lines between military and civilian leadership. It's a reminder that this balance is not a given. It requires constant vigilance, open dialogue, and a healthy dose of skepticism towards anyone who thinks a tank parade is the answer to all life's problems. After all, democracy is not a spectator sport, it's a contact sport, and we're all players.